Today's class, because we have the summer solstice coming, right? June 20th is our first day of summer, even though I'm here in Vegas, it already feels like summer for us. We are going to honor that change of season with sun salutation. We are going to start on the back and then work our way up and start coming down onto the mat. So almost like a sunrise and a sunset. So with this said, all you really need is your yoga mat. You don't really need any props unless you use yoga blocks and you have them readily available up at the top of your mat to assist you walking up or stepping back. Otherwise, you're good. You can work without them, but if you wanted to use a couple of stacks of books at the top of your mat, you're certainly welcome to do that for yourself. So without further ado, starting lying on the back in a safe way, placing the soles of the feet at the top of the mat, approximately the distance of your hips. Then zip your tummy in and carefully walk yourself down, anchored through the feet. And then as you come down onto your back, especially if you're receiving this class closer to the end of your work day, maybe give yourself a little hug, gathering the knees into the chest. This will stretch out your lower back, through the glutes, and release some of that excess compression that happens with sitting or standing all day long. It's just a natural occurrence in all of our bodies. And then carefully place the right foot down, followed by the left. Arms by the sides with the palms face down as you extend the right leg and the left to the bottom two corners. Press away through the heels and lengthen your tailbone. Allow the feet to naturally splay out. Flip the palms face up as you tuck the shoulder blades in. Draw the chin in slightly. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze. And start off with a few cleansing breaths. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, audible sigh. Again, big breath in. Exhale, open. Practice these cleansing breaths as often as you need to. A really great way to create a calm space at the beginning of your practice. Let go of the hands and also the feet. Allow the mind to wander at first wherever it wants to go. And then very gently bring the mind to your breath. And if it wanders again, it's perfectly normal. Say, hey, come back. Let's practice yoga. Let's concentrate on this moment. Notice the coolness of your breath as it travels in, and the warmth of the air or breath that travels out. Notice your toes, the heels that lightly touch the mat or floor, the palms, the backs of your hands and shoulders that touch the surface of your mat. And then allow yourself to experience a few cleansing breaths to help you settle in. Big breath in. Audible sigh. Again, inhale. Exhale, open. And more if you need them. Closing the lips, increasing the depth of your breath. Breathing through the nose and out the nose. Stay in that space of fluidity and ease or comfort while you breathe. You're starting to move, slide the ankles together, keep the legs long, brush the fingertips through the sky, reach the arms over the head as you point away through the toes. Nice full body stretch. Carefully hug the knees into the chest again. One follows the other, or both travel in simultaneously. And as you pause here at the center, draw the chin in slightly, and begin to point and flex the feet. Point and flex while you breathe. Separate the knees a bit and roll out the ankles. Maybe they both travel in the same direction. Perhaps they mirror each other. Roll out in the opposite. Breathe in, breathe out. Opposing knee circles, place the hands to cup your kneecaps, rotate the knees in opposition, as if you had a mirror at the midline of your body. Press them away, lift them around, bring them back together. A couple more in this direction. Warming up the muscles for a safe practice. And as the knees come together, opposite direction, breathe in and breathe out. And the knees visit at the center. Reach the arms out to T or bend at the elbows at shoulder height into goalpost. Going for a twist to the left. So breathe in first. And then as you breathe out, take it to the left very carefully. Yet anchor that right shoulder into the mat. And then maybe you rotate the head towards the right for a full spinal twist. So again, legs to the left, head to the right. And while you're breathing here, take a moment to set an intention for your practice. What is your intention for this practice? Perhaps you ask your heart. Good. Traveling with that intention, bring the head through the center, tummy in, legs follow to the center, and then exhale, find the other side, twisting to the right and head to the left, or whatever side you haven't been at. Breathe in and breathe out, releasing tension through the lower back and through the top of the hip. Maintaining the mobility of your spine, including the extension of your spine that is your neck. Good. As you inhale, travel through the center again. First the head, core engaged, knees to the chest. Place the soles of the feet on the mat. Reach one arm over the head, maybe the one facing towards your device, and then roll to that side completely. Just take a moment there. Maybe releasing expectations of what your practice will look like and feel like today. Perhaps releasing expectations of what the rest of the day or night will bring to you. As you take a breath in and a full breath out. Then carefully press away through the hands and find your seat with a tall spine, any seat of your choice. Maybe you fold the legs, maybe you cross them, maybe you kneel, perhaps you extend the legs out in front. As you inhale, reach the arms out to T with the palms facing. Exhale, side stretch to your right, extending the left arm up and over the head if that feels good to you. You could even place your hand on the crown of the head or even on the thigh if that works best. Working through the neck here, looking down towards the right hand as you press away, gazing forward. Draw the chin in slightly for a neutral neck and then gaze underneath the top arm. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you inhale, come all the way up, arms out to T. Exhale, twist to your right and release the hands towards the mat and floor. Use them as leverage to press down and lift up out of the base. Draw the shoulders back and down. And here you could work through the neck also, looking towards the back shoulder. Draw a straight line along the horizon and gaze forward. And do that twice more if it feels good to you. Breathe. One more, back. And as you come forward, then unwind the rest of the spine, reach the arms out to T, side stretch to the left. Working through the neck again if you wish. Make sure there's even a weight across the sitting bones with the glutes. As you look down, forward, chin slightly in for that neutral neck and gazing underneath the top arm. Breathe in and breathe out. Enjoying the sensations wherever they show up in your mind and in your body. As you inhale, come back up to the top, out to T. Exhale, take that twist to your left. Shoulders back and down. Crown of the head up towards the sunlight. Breath nice and smooth, traveling up and down the spine. Then your inhalation unwinds you from top to bottom. Let's make our way into tabletop on all fours. If you had your mat out in front of you, then you would roll to the knees and see if that works for you. Otherwise, make your way into tabletop in any manner that works best. Knees underneath the hip sockets, heels of the hands underneath the shoulder caps. Spread the fingers comfortably wide and really breathe through the nail beds of your feet as well. Cat-cow. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward as you lift up the chest and head. Exhale, press through, dome the back like mad cats. And continue this at the harmony of your own breath. Noticing that nice stretch along the front body and the back body. Good, take a few more at your own pace. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, dome the back. As you finish up, take this a step deeper. Walk the hands out in front of you, about 2 handprints. Turn the hands out at a slight diagonal so the tips of your index fingers are facing towards the top edge of your mat. And that'll wrap the muscles around your shoulder girdles and also line up the bones as well. So As you anchor the feet, inhale, travel forward, tummy in, shoulders down, only going as far as it feels good to your lower back. And then exhale, seat to heels, forehead down. Traveling through your high cobra and child's pose. Really great way to build strength in your upper body and into your lower back. Good, one more. And as you finish up this high cobra, take it back to child's pose. But find a nice V through the knees with the big toes touching. Take the seat back as far as it wants to go, and then invite the upper body down. Maybe extending the arms with the forehead making connection. But if the head isn't touching the mat entirely, perhaps you stack the forearms or the fists. For as we make that connection of the forehead on a surface, there are 2 acupuncture points at the top of the brow that stimulate the relaxation as well. Breathe there for a few moments and remind yourself that you can take a break at any time. Let's take this into a side stretch here and your child's pose. So as you elevate the gaze, walk your hands towards the right edge of your mat, maybe beyond. You may even take the left hand on top of the right if that feels good to you. And as you exhale, press away. Draw the seat back and down. Let go of the head. It may hover. It may go all the way down. Breathe. Inhale, we're picking up. Wash the hands as you take a big leap through the center, out towards the left edge of the mat, maybe beyond, perhaps right hand on top of the left. And as you exhale, press away, drawing the seat towards that left heel or right heel. Good. As you inhale, pick up, travel through the center again into tabletop, scooching the knees underneath the hip sockets. Maybe you practice your down dog and pedal it out. See if that works and feels good to you today. Perhaps you stay in tabletop and modify, extending the right leg behind you, rock forward and back. So either down dog, pedaling, or as they call it, walking the dog, or tabletop, extending one leg at a time, walk forward and back, and then do the same thing on the opposite leg while you breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now let's make our way to the top of the mat. So if you're in down dog, you can bend the knees and walk up. If you're in tabletop, maybe you take the hands to one side of your mat, use perhaps that hand to bring the foot forward, and then as you frame the foot, curl the back toes under, elevate the knee, push off. As many steps as it takes, find the top of your mat. And as you find the top of the mat with the feet hip socket distance, take a halfway lift a couple of times with me. So inhale, halfway lift, maybe hands to shins, to thighs, or maybe to your heart. Exhale, fold, let go. Do that one more time. You decide where you place the hands. Just always give your whole body a job. Shoulders back, tummy in. Exhale, fold, bend the knees as much as you need to facilitate a nice, deep standing forward fold. And as you look back at the legs, open and close the hands. Open and close. You may also modify here, placing the forearms on the thighs and bending the knees if that works best. And make fists with your hands. Roll out your wrist a few times in each direction. Good. Gently shake out wrist, elbows, and shoulders. Nod your head yes and no a few times. And then gather opposing elbows to dangle here at the center, or maybe a gentle sway from side to side while you breathe. And as you travel through the center, release the elbows if gathered. Bend the knees generously. Engage your core and slowly, with the strength of your legs and core, rolling up little by little. And as you find the top in your mountain pose, maybe rock forward and back as you find your toes and the heels. And as you find the toes and your heels, really anchor, root down as you lift the crown of the head up to the sky. That's it. Practice some shoulder rolls here. Inhale, up to the ears. Exhale, back and down. And continue that about 4 more times. Up, back, and down. Gazing directly forward to help maintain balance. Couple more. And last one. Perfect. So we are going to go through sun salutations, but we're going to modify them. The reason why I'm modifying them is my practice is usually geared towards stress relief and just finding a little inspiration in life. Not too much of a challenge, but releasing some of those kinks and just a lower level of challenge, or for lack of better words, just feeling good at the end of your practice, right? So with the feet hip socket distance, maybe you join the palms up together at the heart center, connecting the right and left side of your body, or perhaps the arms by the sides with the palms actively facing, whatever feels good to you. As you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, maybe looking forward or up. And then exhale, fold with me as you reach the arms out and down. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to and hug in. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, fold, hug in. And then inhale, step back to tabletops. Really bend the knees and step back. Curl the toes under. We're going to do what we call a modified vinyasa, right? So shift your weight forward as you press through hands and feet. Exhale, bend the elbows back to your rib cage, only a few inches. Then push up and find your up dog, very much like cobra pose, gazing forward, shoulders back and down. And then exhale, down dog or child's pose. See what your body needs and go into that pose that feels best to you at this moment. Of course, down dog may be a lot more challenging. It will build strength in your upper body, maintain the flexibility of your lower body. Child's pose is the same thing, but it's taking the legs out of the equation. So it is more bringing calmness to the body and mind. So maybe by knowing those benefits, you choose according to what you need or want. All right? So breathe in, maybe you sigh it out. And then eventually close the lips, breathe through the nose, and breathe out the nose. Now let's make our way to the top of the mat, still breathing. Bend your knees from your down dog, gaze forward, and walk, step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat. From tabletop, maybe this time you take the hands to the other side of the mat, as you invite the left leg forward this time. Curl the back toes under, elevate the knee, push off as many steps as it takes, find the top. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, full tug in. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the head and chest, reach out and up, straightening up at the top in your extended mountain pose. And exhale, mountain pose, hands at the heart or by the sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Having completed one sun salutation A. So now we're going to go through a variation of sun salutation B, starting off with chair pose. So as you inhale, reach the arms out and up and sit into an imaginary bar stool or dinner chair, if you would, right? So that gives you an idea of how far up you are or how deeply you're sitting in. Go where it feels best to your knees, to your lower back. Take another breath in. And then as you breathe out, let's fold, reaching the arms out and down and hug in. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, full tug in. So normally from the bottom, you would step back, go through vinyasa. But we're modifying, so come back up, bend your knees. Reach the arms out and up, straighten the knees up at the top. And exhale, bring the arms out and down and hug your hips. Make sure the feet are approximately 2 fist distance apart. Softly bend the knees, fix the gaze forward, and take the left leg back for your warrior one as you plant the heel at a diagonal, square off your frontal hip bones. Right knee right on top of the ankle. Hands could remain at the waistline, maybe out to goal post, bending at the elbows, or perhaps the arms above the head, reaching for the sunlight of the day. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, anchor the feet firmly, pulling them out of heart to the short ends of the mat. A couple more breaths through the nose and out the nose. Last big breath in and full breath out. Reach the arms out and down. Hug the hip waistline once again. Ground through the front foot, pick up the back heel, push off, step forward. We'll go through another half sun salutation to make up for the full vinyasa. So inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, full tug in. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Draw those shoulders back and the tummy in. Exhale, full. Inhale up for your chair pose. Nice safe way to build that lower body strength as you straighten up at the top. And exhale, arms out and down, hands to the waistline again. Soft bend in the knees. And now take your opposite leg back, the right leg. Anchor the heel, square off the hips. Find that position of your arms that feels best to you. Maybe this time, close the eyes. Woo. All those little muscles and bones work in harmony to help the balance. Building inner trust. Breathe in now, open up the eyes. Breathe out. One last breath here in your warrior one. And continuing to breathe as you bring the hands out and down to your waistline. Pick up the back heel, push off, step forward. Half sun salutation again. Inhale, reach up to the sky, gathering the nutrients of the sun. Exhale, fold, bring a little sunshine into your heart and mind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up through chair pose and hold your chair just for a couple of breaths. It's not forever. It's only a little bleep in time. Last breath in, full breath out, find your mountain pose. And if for any reason the knees say, hey, shake me out, then shake it out. No sense in holding on to any unnecessary tension, right? And then find your mountain pose again. Shoulders back and down. Breathe in and breathe out. I hope you like your variation of sun salutation B. Now let's travel through sun salutation C. This one has a crescent lunge in it. It really works into the hip flexors and hip extensors. So front of the thighs, back of the thighs, that connect to your lower back and release tension there as well. As you inhale, reach up to the sky. And then exhale, reach the arms out and down and fold. There's no halfway lift here. Bend the knees generously, take the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. maybe fold your mat in for extra cushion and draw the knee down. Now notice how my knee is at a diagonal from my hip. Therefore, I'm forward of the kneecap, not relieving some of that excess pressure on the kneecap. Front knee is right on top of the ankle. Tummy zips in, and then carefully bring the arms out and up, or make a pit stop at the thigh. Hands on the thigh. Tummy in, lift the torso up and back. Then maybe you join the hands together at the heart center. Reach the arms out to T with the palms up, and then up to the sky, little by little. Slow, controlled movements to maintain the balance. Pressing softly through the nail beds of the back foot and deeply through all four corners of your front foot. 2 more breaths, lifting like a plant unfurling in the sun, reaching for the rays, for that golden dust, right? The last breath in. And as you breathe out, reach the arms out and down. Do you wish to go through a vinyasa? If that is yes, please go ahead. And would you like to modify? Yes, I would like to. So cat-cows are a really great way to modify. Find your tabletop again, just like you did in the beginning of practice, and practice 4. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lift up the chest and head. Exhale, really exaggerate that doming of your back. And practice 3 more on your own. Extra breaths are welcome. Last one. Now you decide, down dog or remain in tabletop. You'll remain in tabletop or down dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg back and up, no higher than the hip, and press way through the heel. Really hug the arms in towards the midline of the mat. As you exhale, point the toes, draw the knee to the nose, round the back just like that cat, and then step forward or take your right hand to the calf and bring it forward. And the back knee is already down. Otherwise, bring it down, fold the mat in if you need to for that extra cushion, finding your crescent lunge again. Take your time. Make that pit stop at your thigh if you wish, or eventually over time, sweeping the arms out and up, slow. For as we move too fast, we may challenge our balance. But as you maintain the core engaged and the gaze fixed and moving with care, you will build your balance over time. But balance is a funny thing. It changes every day. So breathe in, reach up, breathe out, press through the feet firmly. Last 2 cycles of breath. And then as you exhale, bring the arms out and down, stepping up to the top of the mat. So again, you can frame the foot or bring the hands on the inside of the foot. See what route works best. Curl the back toes under, push off, step forward, hug in. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Now as you inhale, bend the knees generously, tummy in, reach out and up. Push up with the strength of your legs. And exhale your mountain pose. Just take a moment there. Maybe you close the eyes. Perhaps a cleansing breath or 2. Good. Breathe deeply through the nose and out the nose. Nicely done. Bring the hands to your waistline. Soft gaze. Nice bend at the knees. Step the right leg back. And then pivot all 10 toes to the right long end of your mat. Let's find a nice chest opener here. Maybe the hands into your back pockets, squeezing the shoulder blades and the elbows. Maybe you interlace and pull the big fist down towards the mat. As you inhale, lift tall, reaching through the crown of the head, anchoring the feet. Exhale, folding from the hip creases with a small bend or a generous bend in the knees, provided you have even weight across the soles of the feet. Draw the shoulders down the waistline, creating more space for your neck. and continuously opening up the heart space. Breathe in, draw the chin in slightly. Breathe out. Nice stretch for the backs of the legs. Building strength in the ankles. Allowing another breath to transpire through the nose and out the nose, releasing the hands down towards the mat, where again you can modify bending the knees, interlacing the hands, forearms on the thighs. Big breath in and full breath out. Pivoting to either end of your mat, to the left or the right. As you draw that knee down, slide the other leg behind you into tabletop again. Now let's make our way down onto the tummy. So curl the toes under, press through the hands, and carefully, maybe you practice that tricep push-up little by little, but for some of us, eventually the body just wants to roll down. So as you find the bottom of your mat, untuck the toes at hip width, maybe slide the body back and find Sphinx pose. Bring the forearms out in front of you. Work towards the elbows directly underneath the shoulder caps and the wrists and hands in the same line. If your elbows tend to go a little bit wider, then meet the wrists in the same line as the elbows, or you have the option of interlacing the hands and pressing away as you lift the chest and head. Close the eyes if you wish. Soften the brow and the spaces around your jaw. And breathe here. Stretching out the front body, fortifying the back body. So a little kid asked the sunshine, "Here you are again. Why?" And the sunshine looks at the little boy and says in a bright whisper, "I'm giving you another try." Breathe in and breathe out. So still here in your Sphinx pose, pick up the right foot, bend through the knee, point the toes. Pick up the left foot, bend through the knee, point the toes. Maybe you stay right here, stretching out the whole front body. Maybe you challenge yourself a bit as you bring the chest down, reach back, lift up the chest and head, draw the chin in slightly. Perhaps the body is ready to take hold of the ankles, maybe the toes. Maybe you pick up the knees. Wherever you're at is beautiful. Breathe into that space. 2 more breaths. Here in your bow pose. Last breath in. As you breathe out, carefully bring it down. Arms by the sides, feet to the mat, cheek to the mat. Gently wag the tail from side to side. And you could have been in your Sphinx pose the whole time. Breathe in, breathe out. Eventually the pelvis comes through the center, pressing back carefully to child's pose. So hands underneath the shoulders or by the lower part of the rib cage. Curl the toes under. Breathe in, lift up to the top. Find that nice V with your knees. Carefully pressing back. Nice counter pose for your back bend. First you're going to have compression or contraction in your lower back, and now that space is opening up. Pose and counter pose. Cleansing breaths if you wish. Good. Walking the hands underneath the shoulders as you pick up the body. Take the hands one way, slide the feet out the other end. And find your legs long out in front of you. If you need to popcorn the knees a few times to release any excess tension there, maybe fan the feet from side to side. Seated twist. Cross the right ankle over the left. A little bit more challenging for your legs and your core. Crossing left hand over, right hand behind you. Press away through the feet. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, rotating to your right. Last, the head follows at a comfortable distance. Breathe in, nice and bright. breathe out. Good. Same thing on the other side. So as you inhale, unwind head and body follows. Hands by the sides, unwrap, rewrap, left over right. Left hand behind you, active through the feet, lifting out of the root of the spine. And then exhale, rotating. Good. Your inhalation is your cue to unwind from top to bottom once again and exhale. Cobbler's pose. A nice wide diamond shape with your legs and the feet joining. Take a hold of the shins. Inhale, lift tall. Stay right here if this is where it feels good to you. Otherwise, gazing forward. And as you exhale, roll to the front of the sitting bones. Again, hinging from the hips. And then maybe slide the hands down to the shins. Inhale, gather the shins. Extend the crown of the hand and heart forward. Exhale, folding maybe a bit more. You can play with that once or twice more. The object of the game here in cobbler's pose is just to let go of the hands and the head. Avoid pulling the body in if the spine is rounded. Rather stay safe and let go. Nice stretch for the muscles that breathe up and down the spine. Forward folds bring calmness to the body and the mind. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. As you inhale, lifting, turn the palms face down, walk yourself up, and exhale at the top. Take the hands on the outsides of the knees, close the space, scoot your sitting bones up towards the top of the mat. Zip the tummy in. Maybe you roll down with the arms floating. Perhaps you walk yourself down. I'm going to turn around so I can see the walk. So as you come down onto your back, setting up for bridge pose. Another back bend to maintain the flexibility of your front body and also build strength in the backs of the legs. Looks a lot like bow pose, but the access to it may be a little bit easier for you. So arms by the sides, glued by the side body, walking the fingertips down towards the heels, but not necessarily touching. Separating the feet and knees at hip socket distance, right where the bone is. Draw the chin in slightly. Now you're ready. Big breath in, press down through hands and feet. Full breath out, peeling the body off of your mat, lifting it up towards the sky. Reach the tailbone towards the knees. Draw the tummy in. Just a couple more breaths. Last breath in. And as you breathe out, carefully bring the body down. Find a little pyramid with your legs, so knees together, feet shimmy out wider, creating that top of a pyramid. Transfer the hands to your abdomen. A nice cleansing breath or two releases the lower back gently. And then close the lips. Breathe through the nose. Breathe out the nose. Just notice. We are just like flowers blooming. We need the sun, but we also need love. We live by the sun and love by the moon. hug the knees into the chest. Place the hands on your kneecaps. Keep the knees glued together. And then draw 3 circles in one direction, massaging the perimeter of your lumbar. As you finish, opposite direction. Perfect. As the knees draw in, hug the right knee in. Extend the left leg up to the sky and press deeply through the heel, stretching out the calf and through the hamstring muscles at the back of the thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. A nice counter pose for your bridge, where the muscles at the back of the leg were engaged. Now they're stretching. Now draw a straight line with that left heel slowly, all the way down to your mat. When it arrives, prepare for a twist of the lower body. So left hand goes the outside of your right thigh. Right arm reaches out at shoulder height. Big breath in when you arrive. And as you breathe out, cross the right leg over the body. Yet keep that right shoulder anchored. So you can even come up onto the left hip. And then rotate the head towards the right. Breathing there. Twisting out anything that doesn't serve you well. Breathing into that bright, beautiful, calm space. Good. As you inhale, unwind the head. Body follows. Gather the knees into your chest. And then extend the right leg up to the sky, pressing through the heel, hugging the left knee in. Breathe there. And just notice how this side feels every step of the way. Just connecting to your inner self and where your body is in time and space. The more we become aware of our bodies, the more likely we are to take care of our bodies and minds. Carefully draw that straight line with your right heel all the way down to the mat. Preparing for your supine twist, extend the left arm. Readjust the grip of your right hand where it feels fast, and then as you exhale, cross the leg over the body. Maintain that left shoulder anchored as you rotate the head towards the left. Breathe. That's it. Inhale, unwind head first. Body follows. Carefully hug the knees back into the chest. And this time, maybe you switch up the grip to the back of the thighs as you elevate the feet up to the sky. And you can stay right here, just allowing the weight of your legs to rest into your hands. Or perhaps you elevate the arms and curl the fingers. Nice mild inversion for the body. But know that your bridge pose is also a nice mild inversion. Every time we elevate the legs or the lower body higher than the heart, then we reverse the direction of the blood going into the body, helping the lymphatic system. Here, restoring the muscular energy of your limbs, calming the nervous system, and a myriad of benefits. Couple more breaths. And then carefully, if the arms are up, bring them down by the sides, anchor the palms, press away through the heels, legs together, tummy in, slowly lowering the straight legs, building core strength, or soften the knees with a nice soft landing, either route that you choose. Coming into your final relaxation pose, that we called Shavasana. Okay? Separate the feet to the bottom 2 quarters of your mat. Allow the feet to naturally splay out. Put the palms face up towards the sun as you walk the shoulders down and away from the ears. Readjust the pelvis, find comfort in your body. Snuggle in. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Cleansing breaths. Breathe in. Sigh it out. One more just like that. Let go. A nice couple minute meditation, allowing the mind to shift in and out, to go to the sky, maybe the sand dunes, perhaps the beach, maybe a river or lake, perhaps the forest, or wherever the imagination takes you. There's no right or wrong. Just stay in the moment. Let go. Slowly coming back to the awareness of your body and your breath as you increase the depth of your breath. Gentle movements of the toes and the fingers. Sway the head and the feet from side to side. Wipe the slate clean, start new. Slide the ankles together, yet keep the legs long. Point through the toes, brush the fingertips through the clouds, reach the arms over the head. Nice big stretch, relax, refresh. And then slide the feet in to meet the mat. Leave one arm above and roll to that side. Use that lower arm to cradle your head, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Leaving behind what doesn't serve well. Don't allow it to rent space in your mind. Yet keep that space open for what is to come with an open heart and an open mind. Breathe in, breathe out. Press away through the hands, lifting carefully and safely from the side body. Find your seat of choice with a tall spine. Bring the hands to your heart, where your intention grew from, or maybe it comes to you now. And it's most certainly welcome if it evolved into something new. Allow your head to bow in, honoring not only your intention, your practice, but this new day of life that's been gifted to you. Breathe in, breathe out. From my heart to yours, namaste.